in grade 10, when we looked at relationships, the first relationship we spoke about was where there was a constant difference. In other words, you had to subtract this way, 58.81 million minus 57.94 million, and you would have got a value of 0.87. Then you would go 59.69 million minus that, and there you would get 0.88. As soon as these two were not the same, you realize that there's no constant difference. So then the next thing we tried was a constant product. So you would take these two and multiply them, and you would get, so when we were doing this, you would take the top value multiplied by the second, and you would get a constant product. But you can see, first of all, you cannot multiply years by a value, and you can see the products here are not the same. So now we extend our knowledge of relationships to a constant ratio relationship. So when constant difference and constant product doesn't work, then you will try the constant ratio. So what we do with the constant ratio is we take 58.81 and we divide it by 57.94, and you would get 1.015. And if I take 59.69 million divided by 58.81 million, I would get 1.015. This is my constant ratio, which means to get my next value. So if I wanted to find the population in 20,066, I would take 65.27 million, and I would multiply by 1.015, and then I would get the value in 2066. This, in actual fact, is a 1.5% increase. So over the past few years, the average population increase in South Africa has been 1.5%. So when we are increasing by a percentage, we have a constant ratio relationship, and this is what the graph would look like. Now, if you had to extend it further, you would see that the further you go, the more exaggerated the graph would become, and that shows exponential growth. If I took a straight line, if I took a straight line and drew it, you can see that this is not a straight line, but it is actually a curve, and exaggerated, it looks like that. That is called a constant product, a constant ratio increase. The other scenario that it's used for is compound interest. So this can also be used for compound interest. So what it means is you are taking the value, you're increasing it by a percentage, you're adding the two together to bring you to the next year, and then you're doing a percentage increase on that total value. To go and see whether you understand this work, please will you go to page 34 in your Via Africa textbook, the summary and questions, and it is question 1. I want you to go and try that.